gotta know that. I'm back.
All right. Hi, guys, and welcome back to the Love's Passion Crew and Love's Passion Chat. This is our Wednesday's conversations, and I am Love's Passion. I am your clinical certified sexologist specializing in female arousal issues. Now, tonight's topic is a surprise for our co host as well as for yourself. Before we go into our topic, I want you guys to know that I'm happy that you're here. I'm happy to be back. I took a little bit of a hiatus in March, but my team, my amazing team, kept it going, and for that, I am truly, truly grateful. It's not every day that you can find people that will keep the ball rolling when you cannot. So thank you to the Love's Passion crew. I love you to death. Okay, so tonight's topic is going to be revealed once we get our crew on the line, and we're going to go over some things. So without any further ado, I'm going to bring up the Miss Fabulous Deb. You know her, you love her. She is a manager at an event space here in Texas that is amazing. It can handle the smallest to the largest events of your life. She is a entrepreneur as well as a manager of this event center. So without any further ado, Miss Deb. Hey, Miss Deb. First, how'd you like that show? How'd you like that intro?
Yeah, you got me. But I am back.
Right. I told you I was from you. I love that. So I said, yeah, I gotta get that in there. But you know what, Deb? I'm going to tell you this. In preparing for this show, trying to find that video, I went through your Facebook.
Oh, yeah?
And I did a little bit of stalking. And it's amazing the stuff you find and learn about a person when you go through their past.
Yes.
Look, I ain't telling nobody to go to your Facebook or nothing and look you up, but I learned a lot, and I'm just going to leave it at that. And I'll just say this. Your beautiful soul shine through.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much. But can we talk about how good you're looking today?
Girl, this is vacation. This is what it do for you when you get a little vacation. Take some me time. I can't stress that enough. Me time is important. And this vacation was strictly relaxation. So
it looks good on you.
But look, I had to give me some glow because I was losing my glow. I was like, dang, y'all.
You was that
I'm being beat down. I'm being beat down. They over there glowing. I need to give me some glow. You know, I need to do some really woosah. And it was a bunch of that. I ain't gonna lie, it was a bunch of that. I'm very, very appreciative of it, of that little bit of time and space. But for enough about me, what you been up to?
I am in full swing. Crazy event back to back mode. I had 5 events over the weekend. I'm tired.
Good Lord.
I had 1 day off and I am prepping for 3 more this weekend. So I can't wait till Sunday. I need a little nap.
Oh, you need vacation.
Mm-hmm.
But this is summer. This is summer, and this is the busy time. So
everybody is truly living, and I mean, they are booking birthday parties and
right,
and weddings, and I love what I do, and I love some of the great people that I come across, and hearing their stories. So I always get a little connected to my clients, and I got a lot coming up. So, I mean, everything's just going. I mean, I am booking and selling my space left and right. So, thank God for that.
Well, that's great and great to hear, because when business is booming, so are you. Keep it popping. All right, so we're going to bring up our next co-host. I don't believe she's going to be on screen, but I'm going to bring her in. Anywho, it is the Miss PB&J herself. She's getting her hair done, so She don't want you to see that, but she's gonna be on audio, and I'm going to go ahead and bring her up. You know her, you love her. She is the poet extraordinaire, as well as the author. You know her, you love her, the Miss PB&J, the lady with the smile that will break the gods.
Really?
Yes,
Picture.
Y'all crazy.
Yes, picture.
Thank you. How you ladies doing?
Hi,
Great.
Precious.
I love that picture. Oh my God.
Yes,
You look
Lord.
amazing on there. Not like you don't look amazing every day, but you look amazing on that picture. I love
Thank
that.
you very much. Thank you. You ain't gonna be sending me no intro like that. You gonna have me get struck by lightning, girl. What is wrong with you?
Why? I can't tell the truth. I can't tell the truth.
Well, okay. It's a matter of opinion, so I cannot argue with that. How
Let
about
her manifest.
That is my
that?
opinion.
And
My
as a
opinion is
matter of fact, let's talk matter of fact. Deb, I don't ever want your job. Lord Jesus.
yes, you worked with her, didn't you?
Yes, Lord
I
have mercy.
warned her. It is not all glamorous.
Let me tell you something. I'm blessed. I consider myself blessed by God to have the children that I have because my son he got up the next day and was like, "Mom, what are you doing?" I said, "Well, I gotta cook dinner." He was like, no, you got home at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Go and have a seat. We got you." And they let me stay in the bed all day. I'm very grateful for
That's
that.
a blessing.
Yeah.
Can I borrow them?
I,
Can
you
they
know
just
what?
work
I was back at it the next day.
Oh my
before
God.
noon.
Oh my God.
Ugh.
No,
Yeah,
ma'am.
but no, in the beginning, when I first started, I said, "Oh Lord, have mercy," because when I tell you everything on me hurts, but I'm now so my body's just so adjusted to the work, and it's not all
Mhm.
glamorous. It ends that way, but it don't.
It's not glamorous at all.
It looks pretty, but it's hard work getting there. But
Yep.
love knows about all that.
Oh wow! I can only imagine.
Shit, you don't want
So,
to.
but I did her job before. Remember, 9 years.
Okay.
So I understand what you're talking about. But I can only imagine trying to do it at my age today. It's a
Mm-mm.
no. It's a no.
I'm
When we
surprised.
attended the gala, I was like, "Will you come sit down? Can we take a picture together?" We didn't get that. We didn't get that, but it's
Mm-mm.
okay. She looked beautiful serving drinks.
I do it all.
She did. She did.
You really do. You really do. I saw that. All right, guys. So listen, before we get started in our topic, and I'm gonna run that by you guys, I must send out my condolences. Over this past month it has been really, really emotional and hectic for me. So I know these families are going through it. I just buried my nephew. He was killed in a car crash, and that was last week. And then 4 days later, a little girl that I knew her since she was 3. And I coached her in Little League. She was my son's first date. Uh, when we were
Oh.
trying to teach him how to date, she was brutally murdered. And we buried her on Friday.
Mm.
And I just put her picture up.
Oh
This
my
is her.
God.
She's 23.
Oh my God.
And I just want you guys to know, hey, domestic violence is real.
Domestic violence is real.
First fight of anything, just get out. If he has a temper, if she has a temper, get out. Just leave because it's not worth it. She leaves behind a 1-year-old child and a very devastated family because she has a very big family. But for the Rosenberg family, I just want to send out my condolences, my deepest condolences. And this hurts beyond actual belief. When you as adults start burying the children in your life, it affects you to no bounds. I had all my cries, but I'm gonna stop talking because
It's okay.
it's not the truth.
Let it
But
out, baby. Let it out.
a beautiful soul has left this world unexpectedly and in an untimely manner. All I can say is get out, find a way out. leave, ghost, whatever you have to do. If there are no ties, get out. Domestic violence is a real,
Even if there is ties, get out.
Get out. It'll
right,
be okay.
Get out.
right, right. I mean,
I'm
there's
a
help
witness.
for you if there are ties. There's help for you if there are ties to get those strings untied. But save your life for your children, for your family. And this don't just happen to underprivileged or, it's not the people you think,
Right.
So no one knows what's going on in anyone's home. Yeah. So that's that piece. And my true condolences. And just pray for my strength, because I'm going to try to make it through Friday and Saturday and the rest of my natural life, because that was unnecessary. All right. Okay.
It's just us ladies tonight.
No, they're going to jump on later on. So if this is your first time watching, this is Love's Passion Chat. Love's Passion Conversations for Wednesday nights. We stream every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time here on Twitch, simulcast on Facebook as well as YouTube. If you would, please go ahead and like, share, and comment on this stream. We love your participation. Every question it matters and is applicable. We love to interact with you, so just let us know you're here. Say hi, say bye. We're family here. This is everyday talk for everyday people. We're talking about everyday situations that everyone can use. Without any further ado, tonight's topic is wetter is better, and you can do this. So this is a 18 years or older conversation.
Yeah,
that we have with adults only, because we're not promoting underage promiscuity. So 18 years or older, we're talking about wetter sex. It is better than the alternative, and we'll go through what the alternative is. 9 out of 10 women report that they are more amped to have sex if it is a more pleasurable experience. And they report that they do have vaginal dryness, as well as not as lubricated sex. So we're going to go through some items.
Wait. You just can't go. You just not gonna say that and think. Hold on. Wait a minute. They want to be dry like the Sahara Desert?
No. They report that they are having
vaginal dryness.
Vaginal dryness.
I said they coochie don't get wet. Okay.
Now look here. You already in trouble.
Behaving. Hey, I'm already out here. I'm just saying.
So we're going to go through some things that will help you with vaginal dryness. Now remember,
don't laugh, it's real. Keep on.
I'm going to put my mic on mute.
Look, she may need to, because she be acting bad. So we're going to talk about this. Within the research, it was really difficult for me to understand, the psyche behind why wouldn't you tell your mate, hey, I need something, we need to use something, or go to search for something. And then it dawned on me, because we did this show before, that most people do not report what they like, what they do not like, what their concerns are as far as it goes with sex and sexuality. So this is something that is so small but can make such a greater difference. Being able to prepare your body for that moment of pleasure, and it be pleasurable to you, and not holding your breath like you're having a baby, because your body at the time that you have a baby you're expelling a baby, it moisturizes itself because the process is already painful, but the body is trying to decrease the pain by moisturizing itself. But it is the same concept with intercourse. Your body is naturally made with glands that I'm sorry, I thought I heard something. Your body is naturally made with glands that will naturally provide moisture to your body, to those parts of your body that is required for you to have a more pleasurable experience. But as time goes by, our body stops producing that bodily fluid. Oh, I'm sorry. That bodily fluid that you need to produce in order to have that interaction. I'm gonna ask you, Deb,
Mhm.
is this an issue that you have had issues with or know anyone?
I know someone, and okay, I have to see how much I'm going to talk about my health here.
Look, I know how
Um,
personal you are.
so
Come on,
I
Dad.
I went through early menopause. I went to menopause. You know, I was early. It was in my early 40s, 47 now. And that was one of the questions that my doctor asked me, and I was like, "Oh well, no, I ain't got that problem yet. I mean, I might have to, I got some other. I'm hot, I had all this other crazy
Hot play.
stuff, but and I'm moody and I'm angry, but that wasn't a particular issue that I was having. But I know from speaking to some other people that they've had an issue after a hysterectomy or some other things. So um I'm not looking forward to that, but from what I understand, that sometimes is one of the symptoms. So
Right. So let me go through some things with vaginal dryness, because some women don't even know that they're dry, because you can still discreet
Well. You say what now? They don't know.
don't know that they're dry. Dry does not necessarily mean bone dry.
Uh huh.
If you had long sexual sessions, you will be dry. You will still be moist, but you will still be dry. And
right.
at that point is the time that you need to introduce something else. Now you could get wetter than the sea, hard as at the beginning, but your skin's gland is 2 millimeters big, and it only holds so much.
I mean,
And
that's small.
right, and it's not like your liver, and can hold a gallon of fluid. No, your skin gland is a small orifice that secretes your chemicals to naturally lubricate yourself. However, if you're having long sessions or multiple partners in one session, your skin gland, just like a man's scrotum, needs time to regenerate and replenish that product, and you will become a wet dry. And by that, it means you run the risk of doing micro tears in your vaginal lining. And
It's
that's
called what? Did you say wet dry?
you'll be a wet dry. So it's not a complete bone dryness where, if you're trying to put a was a lack of something dry in a something dry into another dry socket, like screw something in and it gives resistance. It's not a resistance. You may still be able to go, but it is burning. I don't know, like when I was younger, the girls in my class would talk about their experiences and like, oh yeah, I'm still hurting, or oh, he got me walking all bow-legged. You've done damage.
Mhm.
You should never walk bow-legged the next day. You should
Okay.
never be hurting the next day. You should not be swollen. These are tips that you've done
Something
damage.
is wrong.
You've done damage
Okay.
to your vagina. You've done damage to your vaginal lining. Yes, your vagina will naturally swell when you are turned on. However, a swelling and a painful swell, that means you've done damage to your vagina. So sex at no point in time should ever hurt, should never burn. If you're experiencing that, that means you need lubrication. Wetter sex is safer sex.
Teacher, it
Yes,
should
sir.
never hurt.
Never hurts. Ever.
I mean, if they poke, I mean,
Exactly. Right. And look, and that's fine. If they are too big and they are poking and you feel poking on the inside, you're not ready. You're not ready to take on that much. Even though some women become prone to it and want that, because it's sort of like a beat woman will always want to feel that pain, to experience that pleasure.
Damn, why you gotta relay it to that? You couldn't find something else. Damn.
Beating up the vagina and calling it pleasure. That's a negative. That is a negative. Okay.
I'm with you, Deb. I'm with you.
And you know what? This is a concept and a myth that has to be debunked, because I hear a lot of people. Well, I want a 10-inch dick. I want a 15-inch dick.
oh, I don't.
I have had it. I've had it.
Well, let's put it this way: you can take it. You can take it. I will not take that from you. You can take it, but at what cost? You can take it in steps, where your body is warming up to take that much, because you know at the height of your pleasure, at the height of your sense of pleasure, you will be able to intake more than you were at the beginning. Because your body as a woman has to warm up to this situation.
And that's what I literally had to do. I had to take like inches in increments. I couldn't just you couldn't just shove the whole thing in there. You had to take it in parts. And I was like, hey, we're gonna do this in 30-minute increments. We're not just gonna I'm not doing that. We'll just let's take it slow here, right? So yeah, you're right.
Right. And I mean, because if your body, you're ready, right? You feel you're ready for penetration. And if there is no foreplay, there is no introduction to the penis and to the vagina, and he just goes straight in, you are still not ready for all of that. So I don't know if you've ever experienced a penis hitting a orifice and pain immediately shooting.
Yes. Captain Hook. Captain
there you
Hook.
Go. You were not ready. Again, you were not ready. Sex is a staged play. It's a stage play that you fill out. You get the first act, the second act, third act, because women need time to matriculate to that level of intimacy, where it becomes this, I'm sorry for better words, godly experience, that takes you over the top. Whereas men, they're ready to go and they just want to shove it all the way in. There you go. But you're not ready. Your orifice, your vagina inner lining at cold is 2 inches. I have a ruler.
Idiot.
I thought you said 3 last time. Now quit
2.5
taking the inches away.
2.5 inches. I'll give you that. But the normal penis is 7 inches.
You don't have a vagina over there back there.
I need her to bring one on the show. No, for real.
Let me grab it. Let me grab it.
Oh, she got it for real? She wasn't playing. She was serious.
Yes, she was. You know, love.
No, she better teach some class. Teach us.
Yeah, I want to see what this 2.5 inches is.
2.5. If that's the case, we shouldn't be complaining about nobody's size.
Okay.
Everybody should be able to hit that.
Be like, poor little tink tink.
Poor little tink tink. Okay, then we already in trouble. We already in trouble, so
Don't want no short dick. No one, don't want that. Don't nobody want that.
Nobody wants that. I mean, it's some
Somebody
women
does.
think it's
Somebody,
big. Though.
somebody does.
Yeah, somebody out there getting it because the babies are still coming. So, what 2.5 inches? Are you kidding me? I'm feeling some type of way because it take a little bit.
To elaborate on that.
I think mine done got pushed up or something because that's all I'm saying. Uh-oh, she coming back.
Yeah, I'm coming.
We in trouble.
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
Hold on, let me get her out.
Told you.
She really
you.
So you finna show us where this is, right?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they've been bagged and cleaned. I don't have my cleaner. You should always clean your toys before and after use.
Yeah.
All right, let me bring me back on. All right. So this is Mr. Mr. Penis. Okay? Mr. Penis. Again, this show is for 18 years or older.
Oh, he's so pretty.
Please like, share, comment on the show. It's 18 years or older. Children, please exit stay left because we're about to do some things.
Okay, but he is cute. How many inches is that?
How large is that penis?
This is a 7-inch penis.
7 inches?
7 inches.
That's a nice size.
That's nice.
Yeah.
No more than that.
This is a normal size piece. This is a
7
normal size piece.
Okay.
7 inches. And that's from scrotum to tip. So this is an erect penis. It's 7 inches. So a 10-inch would look like this, non-erect. But yeah, so we're gonna play with him for a little bit. So he's 7 inches, right? And it's my ruler. Let me get the 7 on here.
Where your glasses at? Where your glasses?
I'm trying to see how I can show y'all this without it being upside down. Wait. So this.
Okay.
7 inches, right? It's my vagina.
That's your vagina?
Not my vagina. It's somebody's vagina, not mine. It's vagina.
Not yours.
Somebody's vagina, not mine.
Okay.
Okay. I gotta kind of go backwards because her hole is a little bit in. She ain't open her legs yet. All right. So this is showing like she is up and down.
Okay.
But I want you to see. Okay.
Okay, I'm pointing at the screen like I can touch it.
Can you see it?
Okay, so about right there. Okay, I see.
I see.
All right. So now this is where your belly button begins.
Really?
Yeah, this is where your belly button begins.
I got somebody's name written up in there then.
But you're saying the sweet zone is between 2.5. Okay, yes. You
so the sweet zone. So in that 7 inches, the first 2.5 inches is our sweet zone. Is what you're saying.
Right. You don't need to go no further than that to make a woman come with penetration, hit the G spot. Everything past that is for his pleasure.
So when you say that's actually beneficial to us.
Right. So look, so I have to bend my penis in order to give you actual my vagina that is actual circumference. This is it. I need you to look. My vagina's bent. The tissue part.
Can we penetrate the vagina?
Yeah, we'll penetrate it, but look.
Okay.
My girth of my penis, of my vagina, that's 2.5.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. So that's good size.
Right. This from here to here
Okay.
That's your spot. So
What?
yeah.
I call BS. See, I said BS. I didn't cuss.
Where's your
I
clitoris?
call BS.
Where's your clitoris, ma'am? Where's your clitoris?
So wait,
Where's your
let
clitoris?
me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I've never correlated those two together.
What?
The internal and the external.
What you mean?
Where is your clitoris?
Okay, I know what it. Oh shit.
Oh.
Okay, so the internal and the external are in the same spot.
No, you're okay. So this would
Right.
be your clitoris, right?
Of
Your
course.
external clitoris.
Uh-huh.
Your internal clitoris is right up underneath it.
That's what I
So yeah.
said.
Right. So when he sticks his finger in, he goes here. Well, I can't get my
If
finger
You know,
in.
use your nail. Damn, you gonna cut somebody coach up.
Even if he pushes up, just pushes
He's
up,
still gonna hit it.
he would.
Now, larger penis meaning can make you orgasm because it's the connection.
It's constantly on that spot.
Right. And it's the it's
Okay.
on your spot.
Okay,
It's not
okay.
the internal that's making you, orgasm. It is the friction.
It's not him
applied-
hitting the bottom making you have an
It's
orgasm.
hitting, right. It's hitting the
Okay,
top.
so I need to cut my list down some because I got a few people that can be cut off. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm already in trouble.
Wetter is better. We're talking about wetter is better. Now, I have not lubricated either of these.
Okay.
Understand that? But this is not going to go into here because she's too dry. She's too dry. But I'm going to show you something. So I will wet him. I'm going to wet him.
What are you using, ma'am?
Okay, so this is Bedroom Candy's strawberry lube. Edible water-based lube. I have to use water-based on all of the strawberries. I have to use water-based on all of my toys so it doesn't denigrate the plastic. So that's why I'm using the strawberry. Couldn't find my other one, but the strawberry is water-based. But yeah, you can get this on Bedroom Candy. www.bk.com. I'm sorry, bedroomcandy.com/10595. And you can order, which is delicious encounters. It comes in strawberry, chocolate, tangerine, and green apple, which is our best seller. And you can get those off of that site. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to lubricate him. But I want to show you.
Yeah.
I want to show you how only having one side of lube works. So you think this is it, right? This is you lube him and everybody is good, right?
Right.
Okay, I'm taking her. I know you guys see this. I'm gonna hold him. He all
It's still not working.
Right, he all lubricated though. He all lubricated. I don't know. I got it in, but I need you to understand this resistance.
Oh my God. Okay, that looks painful. Can we not do that one? Okay.
So,
That hurt my stomach.
this is the concept though. Just because he's lubricated does not mean you don't need to be lubricated.
So lubricate yourself and him.
There you go. We're gonna give her some lube.
Teacher.
Teacher. She had
Now
her hand up.
see, you turn the vagina over and poured it in, which we cannot do. So when we talk about how women should properly use lube.
Yeah.
So women should properly use you putting it on their hand and putting it on their vagina and sticking it in.
Oh, wait.
Lubricating yourself.
Wait. So you want me to put it on and in?
On,
You're rubbing that thing, you're gonna get somebody aroused now.
on. You rub
Well,
it
I'm
on.
trying in the comments. I'm nervous.
You rub it on and you put it in.
Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now we've lubricated both. Now y'all see my tip, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We both lubricated now.
Oh, well, what's on now? That was a lot easier.
Remember, this is standing
Oh,
up.
Oh Lord,
oh.
that's 7 inches. You said right? And he
Right.
coming out the back of things. Now
She
I'm
doing
not.
a reverse
So
cowgirl.
let me put this into perspective.
Mhm.
Okay,
Okay, this way is perspective.
there you
And
go. There you go.
Yeah,
turn it
yeah, that's
around.
perspective.
Right
Okay.
there.
Yeah,
But I also want you to see something. So this is perspective. Y'all got it right.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So,
Stay like that
do
and
you
turn
see
around now.
something? Do you see?
Keep turning.
Wait, let me
Keep turning. Right there.
Yeah, right,
Right
there.
there.
That's yeah,
Right
that's what
there.
we want to see. Yeah.
Okay, you see? Do you see an issue here? What is the issue? Because this is how most people have sex. What is the issue?
I don't
I'm
know.
not
You
seeing
don't
one.
see it. Okay, so if this is your pleasure center,
Yes.
it's not getting any action.
You just but wouldn't it get action if the friction from him moving in and out?
No. Okay, so we're gonna move him in and out. Wait.
They stuck. Oh my God. Ah!
Moving him out. Is it touching? Is it touching?
No, it's not. It's not.
No.
Okay. So I'm
Okay.
gonna turn him around because this is when a woman rides backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What do you
Oh, it's touching the ball.
see? Right. And it's
Mm-hmm.
only at maximum penetration point does it.
What?
Got it? But you turn it around and he's hold on. He don't want to turn. Turn.
He said he liked that position.
Okay. Now,
Oh.
this is plate is my body, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And he's all the way in, and the body's hitting. Wait, there we go. So the plate is the body. Do you see what's able to touch? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? What's
It's not
able?
touching. It's not touching.
What's touching is the base of the penis where the body meets and the penis goes into the body. So it's not, if you're riding backwards, it'll be the ball sacks that will make a woman come because it's that constant friction on the G spot that will make them come. If you are riding forward or he's riding you forward, it's his body being touching your clitoris because as we sing, this is a normal. This is missionary position. This is pretty much every position that you're gonna get. Whereas this clitoris here is not touching anything. But this is your pleasure center. It's not being ignited.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there are things that you can use in addition to having enough lube because the lube will allow you to be able to take on more and increase the probability of it coming closer to you and penetrating so that you can have that constant body motion that will stimulate the vagina and the clitoris. That, I know you heard that before.
I hate it.
You hate it?
I hate that.
Okay. I'm finna get it right.
Yes.
Now who in trouble?
This is a learning moment. This is a learning moment.
I need
It's
a
a learning
drink.
moment. Thank
my
you guys
God.
again for tuning in the chat and tuning in. Please like, share, and comment. This is Love's Passion Chat. We are here every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We are normal people having normal conversations about love, sex, and relationship. This is for 18 years or older. If you're not 18 years or older, please leave stage left. Thank you, and
Yes, if this makes you uncomfortable,
exit stage left. All right, let me
Bye
clean my hands.
bye.
Look, let me clean my hands so we can go on.
Please, ma'am, because there was a lot going
yes,
on right there.
I'd like. She just taught me some stuff, so
Oh, I'm gonna switch up on them. I got a couple of folks who get knocked off my list. That explains a whole
No,
lot.
but seriously, okay. So you know how when a man has you down on your back
Uh-huh.
and he'll like get on his knees but come closer to you, not
Yeah.
necessarily get on top of you.
That's I
That's
love
the
that position.
perfect. That's the perfect way to
To
get to
do
that
what she
2.5, 3 point.
Yeah, perfect.
And
Perfect. But he has to have the right amount of girth as well.
true. But a man can do that with his hands. I'm telling you, if he goes in there and if he just starts telling you, try it.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Look, I think the guys seen the topic and was like, oh hell no.
Yeah, they ran off on us.
All right, so let's go on. So we have played with our penis and our vagina for the night. We ain't gonna play with them no more, but
How many vaginas you sell? You be selling those vaginas?
well, the point that the most of the people who buy my stuff have vaginas, no.
Okay, but is that are they for sale?
Yeah, they are. They're for sale.
Are they
sorry,
for
not
pleasure
for-
or are they for demo?
This is actually a male sleeve. Oh,
I'm just trying to help some of y'all men out. I'm just asking.
Yeah, this is actually a male sleeve. And it is silicone, so it is real body. It feels like a body. You seen the dolls that have the butt and the vagina and the holes? This is a slice of it. So I didn't want the whole body. I just needed something to demo that was more realistic so that I can teach my women, this is your vagina and where your clitoris is. I also have an internal clitoris in which I show them, I love the pillows, but they're just not to my liking. They're not more realistic than, let me show you this. You see this? These are your lips. These are your labias. This is your clitoris, this clitoral hood. And inside this clitoral hood is a whole process of nerve endings. There's 8,000 nerve endings that on your clitoris is like a hook.
Time out. You said 8,000 nerve endings is in our what?
In your clitoris. You are the only mammal on the earth that has a organ that is strictly meant for pleasure.
8,000 nerve endings in our clitoris.
If you're not having an orgasm every time that you have some type of intercourse, there's something wrong.
Okay, I have a question. For those, I know the percentage of women who don't have orgasms from penetration. How much of that do you think is lack of education or knowledge?
95%. Because when you know more, you do more. You do better. You start. Most women have not even looked at their vagina to know that there are different parts of it, and it's not just.
Oh, I've Captain Morgan. I've
that
seen
hole.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like there's just a hole down there. They don't know that there's actually 2 holes in your vagina, one for your Skene's gland and then one for intercourse, the one that you pee out of, and then the one that, So most women don't know. They think it's just one orifice and they've never looked.
If anybody watches this show and you know that you're one of those people, I'm telling you, try the finger technique. You don't got to go all the way up in there. Go to 2.5. See,
not with them nails that she got on.
Yeah, not with these, but but
a lot of women will not put their finger inside of them because they have mental blocks.
Well, have your man do it. Because you think you could,
in order to keep
think
your
they
man,
can't, and no one's ever it just hasn't been stimulated properly.
Right.
I was one of those who thought that they couldn't.
Right. Now, I wouldn't say have your man do it because he might not know. Then it's just two people leading in the dark.
And that's what I'm
If
saying.
you don't know, seek out knowledge. There's these things called sexuality coaches who can help you, teach you some things. So, yeah, if you don't know, seek out knowledge, read some books, look at some diagrams, just seek out the knowledge that you need to know. All right, so we're back on vaginal dryness. Now we in the course of I can say to someone, say, well, I have said to someone, I said, well, just make sure you use lube without giving them concept of you need to lube yourself first and then lube him too. Because one dry turn into a wet.
I have a question. Is spit a good lube?
Spit is okay. So spit is a good temporary lube. Now, like our lubricants, they have a re-wetting agent. So when it starts to dry out, because it is water-based, when it starts to dry out, you can use a spray bottle and reignite the lubrication. You can spit on it and reignite the lubrication. Now, every lube is not created the same. Our brand, Bear & Candy's brand of lube, they have a lower osmolality level that will not interfere with your body makeup, your body and your body's makeup.
Okay. I'm just asking because guys are quick to do that. Like if they doing their thing or whatever, they'll just let the spit drop out their mouth, and I'm like, what the hell?
The amount of lube that you need to keep going is going to be more than some spit, because it dries faster than a water-based lube.
Right.
So you need a lube, you need a lubrication. Preferably if you're doing body on body play, you will use a silk lube, in which silicone lube, in which those aren't good for toy play, but they are good for body on body play because they let you go longer, way longer than a water base will. The water base is if you're giving oral, and you just, like these, they taste really good. And you want to lubricate that orifice before you enter it. If you want to ride it and eat it and ride it some more, use a water base. If you're doing body on body play, use a silicone based lube, which will allow you to go, stronger and longer. And make sure you lubricate yourself as well as your partner. If you are doing girl on girl play, you want to make sure you're using your water-based lubes and lubricate the same concept. You lubricate your toy as well as lubricate yourself. Lube is your friend. Lube will make you experience things that you never thought you could experience. If you ever begun to have sex and you feel a burning sensation, you're not lubricated. He may be able to get it in, but you're not lubricated. You can ask, if the guys were here, there's a moment in having intercourse where they say that women open up. You'll get to that space sooner, and that's that they open up because they are ready to receive all of him, and then it becomes a marathon of pleasure, and you want to continue that marathon of pleasure because you could be in that space and he pulls out, he dries up and tries to reinsert. You need lube because that sets you back. So lubrication. Can't say it no more clearer than that. Lubrication is key. Do research on your lubrication because every lubrication is not the same. You want to find those that have lower osmolality levels, as they won't cause vaginal tears, which vaginal tears will cause you to have yeast infections and UTIs, things of that sort. If you're prone to those, you may want to check the lubrication that you are using. It was one that was really popular, but it was really tearing up people. shoot. It's sold in stores. I see the commercial as big as day. God dang it. I'll remember and I'll tell y'all what it is. Oh, look at your
Hey, there wanted to say hi. He said y'all talking about kitties up in here, so.
What's up, Pedro? El gato.
You tell me I need to
That's my
learn
boy.
something. I need
He
to
always,
learn. He's
girl,
like,
he
you all
always
right?
get in
You
the
all
camp.
right? I
You
was
going?
speaking to you. You all right?
Look at him. Grown ass man.
He a big boy now. Him a big boy now. Yeah.
All right. So what were we talking about?
But can we talk about like some of the stigmas about lube, like because I think for older women that they don't feel I don't even know what the proper word would be, but
they
Hey,
feel less
Kimmy.
than if they have to lubricate. They don't feel
Meet
as
me now.
young as they used to be. Oh, hey, Kimmy 13. Thank you for joining us.
Yay.
We appreciate you coming on and watching. Make sure you like, share, and comment. We are talking about whether it's better today.
Oh, I like that.
you missed the demo.
You gotta go back and watch the demo.
Yeah,
Can't
watch it
read
from the beginning.
So women, women when they are becoming of a certain age, they start to look at their bodies and they're thinking that, ooh, this isn't as pleasing to him or her as it used to be, or to my mate as it used to be. And if I start saying, oh, I'm not as wet as I used to be, then that's a ding on me, or that's a ding on him. However, it's not. Young women need lube. They need to be educated about lube. Like Kimmy D says, I don't need any lube. You need lube, Kimmy. I'm gonna tell you straight out, point blank, you need lube. Everyone needs to have some lube on their nightstand. In the long run, if you can protect yourself from yeast infections, from STIs, from UTIs, protect yourself. If you get yeast infections, if you get vaginal irritations, if you get vaginal swelling, protect yourself, because also around the time of the month for a woman, her vaginal lining is excreting things, acids from her body. So her lining is taking a beating. But if you're trying to have intercourse right after or right before, it is going to feel different than when you are just regularly ovulating or not ovulating, getting in the mood for penetration, but for sexual intercourse. You need lube.
I'm sorry, but in my younger days, I think if I threw some lube in the mix with what my body naturally does, it just would have been out of control. I'm sorry.
Right. And younger women, yes, they are prone to have longer sessions. Now, in longer sessions, like we talked before, the skin gland is not made to replenish itself immediately.
Mm-hmm.
It does take some time to replenish itself. So you can either stop, wait for it to replenish itself. You can continue. And most women do continue, but it's not without causing that damage to where, oh, I'm walking bow-legged the next day, or my vagina swollen red the next day. Or
I can literally recall a session where I know I should have had some lube. And I was broke down the next day, and it shouldn't have. And it wasn't necessarily from the beat down; it was from the
constant friction. Friction causes micro tears.
And then I had the nerve to take a damn peach bubble bath. Yeah, never ever will I ever do that again.
Exactly.
Yeah,
She
you
had
know
a
what?
peach bubble bath.
Yeah, I hadn't had a peach bubble bath since.
I ain't had a bubble bath since. How about that?
Yeah, don't take a scented bubble bath after a long session. Don't do it.
Right. 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 That's not wise. That's not wise because you've already caused trauma. Now, sex is not trauma. I'm not saying by any means sex is trauma. However, it's called trauma anytime that you are causing vaginal tears or micro tears in a penis. And that's what's happening with the friction in having intercourse. It's pleasurable, true enough, but however, you are still causing trauma. Trauma meaning damage, trauma meaning it's no longer exactly how it was when you started. Not saying, oh, it hurt trauma, because it's pleasurable trauma. I ain't gonna lie, it's pleasurable trauma. But if you take a microscope, which some people, there was a study where they did do that.
Give me some bacon bread.
And view the lining of the vagina and the penis. It's just like if you scratch your back, you're not seeing the scratches unless you're high yellow like some people. You're not seeing the scratches, but you're causing micro tears in your skin. And it's the same concept. It may be pleasurable to scratch it, however, you're causing micro tears in your skin. Unless you're getting a massage and they're using a massage oil. You're not causing micro tears. You're still getting the same satisfaction. It's just different ways to look at something. Okay. But if after intercourse you're hurting, you're throbbing. Wait, hold on. Let me pause and say this, because there is good throbbing. The throbbing in which your vagina on the inside is throbbing from your clitoris. That throbbing, okay, that's good. I will say that's good. But the throbbing where you can feel the inner linings of your body throbbing, no, that's not. What you mean. That's not good, because you set yourself up for uterine cancers, uterine UTIs, STDs. Anytime that you have an abrasion of any type, even if it's a micro tear. You can catch AIDS, you can catch syphilis, you can catch gonorrhea because they're causing micro tears. We say where sex is better sex because it's protected sex. Even if you're not using a condom, it's still protected sex from the things that can happen while you're in the course of having intercourse. So yes, lubrication is a must for everyone, and we need to start.
Especially if you're sleeping with Mandingo every night.
Yes, exactly. And if you're not waiting for that Mandingo to become, for you to be already, and Mandingo is going full force and, he's hitting the back of your throat and you're not saying anything. You need some lube. You need a lot of lube, but education to say win, because pain should never hurt. Sex should never hurt. Sex should always feel pleasurable, and everyone has a different interpretation of what pleasure is.
Yeah.
So I'm here to just try to destigmatize pain and sex, to take the two from each other, because we've gone years without discussing what sex actually feels like.
Some men want to hurt you. It makes them feel more like a man, and it's like,
right,
okay, this ain't no fun for me.
You got songs about it. I can make a scream. Why do you want to make a woman scream? I understand moan.
Scream in pleasure, but not in agony.
Right, but men don't know the difference between the two, and women don't know the difference between the two. It's like, oh God, it felt like he was hitting my.
But that's mental. I think when we want to catch a beat down, I think that's mental. That's not right. What's necessary to achieve.
Right, you got the song. What is it? Daddy beat it up, Mom, or whatever. Just saying, it's a good song. I love to dance to it, like twerk to it. I twerk. But
hey, family.
The concept,
hey, family. I love y'all, but I'm gonna have to step out.
Okay. All right. We will talk to you later. Thank you.
I see y'all next show. Okay.
Okay,
All right,
bye.
All right.
Love
So
you, Kimmy.
Kimmy D says, "Show them what the cat made for." I'm gonna guess that's a song, but I don't think the cat is made for beating up.
Mm-mm.
So, yeah, I mean,
Mm-mm.
again, we have to stop. We have to destigmatize um, the concept of what sex is, because that concept has been generated for men and
Mhm.
not for women. That concept has come from what men believe is pleasurable to women versus what is pleasurable. Most women have not had an or haven't have not had an orgasm.
Mhm.
So what about sex is pleasurable if
Mhm.
you've never had an
I,
orgasm?
I
Now,
I
men,
think a lot of people are uneducated about what is actually pleasurable
right,
to
right,
uh,
right.
one another, and I think I think we touched on this a little bit earlier, but I think people love um, the way that they think love is, and not necessarily what how that person wants to be loved. And I think the same thing goes on in the bedroom. I think
Yes,
you give it to somebody the way you think it should be done without asking how they want it. And I
right.
don't think enough people stand up for what they need or want in the bedroom enough.
This is true. All right, so we're going to take a brief break
Okay.
and we're going to come back after these brief messages to Wetter is Better.
Let go. Asteroid of fear.
I just wanted y'all to know that I'm back.
Hi, guys. I'm Love's Passion. I'm your certified clinical sexologist. I specialize in normalizing the conversation of sex and sexuality. Today, I'm also your bedroom candy consultant. I have some tools to add to your tool chest for that sexual playtime. Today, we have what's Bust a Move. This here is a lifesaver for us busty women. If you have large breasts, you understand what I'm talking about. You get that chafing underneath and the chafing in between for those thick thighs and loving it, young ladies. This Bust a Move is our moisturizing controlling topical starch bleached breast lotion. Bust a Move dries as a powdery substance. It's silk finish and skin keeps your breast and other intimate areas fresh all day long. You need this for chafe free gentility to those secret areas. It also smells amazing and it doesn't leave behind a residue. You need this. If you work out, you know what I mean. If you wear that sundress, you know what I mean. Bust a Move. I'm going to put it in the link. You can also find it in the chat comments. So join it today to buy it today. It's Bust a Move. It's from Bedroom Candy, and this is $23. And you can follow me on Instagram as well as Facebook at Love's Passion. All right, back to the normal scheduled program. All right, we are back after those brief messages.
Okay, ma'am.
Uh-huh.
Could you send me your Cash App? Because I would like to go on and get that.
Sure, I will send you
Okay,
my
because
cash.
it's that time, y'all. And y'all know, you thick thighs. You got thick thighs. You need you some of that.
Right.
Yeah.
Thick thighs save lives, but they
Hey,
strike matches in the summer.
Amen. Amen. Yeah.
All right, welcome back to Love's Passion Chat. I am Love's Passion, and we have the beautiful Deb. Tonight we're talking about whether it's better, and you know what I mean. If you're not 18 years older, please go ahead and exit stage left, as these are grown-up conversations meant for grown-ups to only be had. All right, so Deb.
Yes.
Before we left, what were we talking about?
Ooh. Oh, people not knowing,
Okay.
what is, what to
Right.
really do.
Right. Okay, so we said for most women don't even know that they are not wet. Most women, a lot of women, I won't say most, I'll say a lot of women equivalent wet with moist. But then there are those that are like gushing streams. Everyone is different. Everybody is different. When they get wet, there's come out of their orifice, meaning the vagina. It seeps out of their vagina when they get wet. Even those women need lube. I can't stress enough. Yes, they may have a larger Skene's gland.
Okay, but would you say that they need lube in the beginning, or would you say somewhere during the process?
Look, I'll say it this way. It's either during or beginning. It depends on the feel, because every woman has to gauge this for themselves. If the point of intercourse is not something that is uncomfortable, or something that's painful, or that doesn't glide in with pleasure.
Okay, gotcha.
If it is, it goes in, but you looking like, ooh, I don't know. Use your lube. There's nothing wrong with lubrication. It's not taking anything from you as a woman, or anything from your sex. I know a lot of women want to, for their man or their intimate partner to say, oh, it's so tight, it's so wet, it's right for me, that kind of thing. That can still be said. It doesn't take anything from you because you're losing lubrication. It's allowing them to experience you more because you're more comfortable
and
with
it's
the process.
Great for the overall health of your vagina walls,
as well as him. He also has the penis lining. It is out. The shaft is more porous than the tip, which is what leads the charge. So the tip of the glands of the penis is on the top of the penis, and it is the same concept of a vagina lining. So it can be torn, and as well as if they are circumcised, it could also tear the skin away from the penis, which is also painful for them. So for them, when they're erect, an erection is a blood flow that hardens the penis. And it hardens the penis so that it does not feel. It becomes a numb type of feeling, and the release is what gives them pleasure. The release of ejaculation through that harder shaft is what gives them pleasure. So they don't feel the tears until it's after. When that emotion and that orgasm has happened, they don't feel the tears until later. And I've talked to a few men, and they expressed to me, I do have micro tears, and I just use blase on it, and it's better in a couple of days. Well, if you could alleviate that, and just by having a conversation, or not even a conversation, let me put some lube on you, I'll put some on you, you're gonna put some on me, we're gonna have some fun.
It tastes good.
tastes good,
So good.
you taste me, I taste you. There's a lot of toys that you can incorporate into your sexual kit that is not going to take anything away from who you are as a person. It doesn't, you don't have to feel less than because you need something to go a little longer.
Gotcha.
We all do. From
Because
the younger,
I think if women are honest, you can tell that difference. In your own body lubrication, like you're saying, the vagina is naturally kind of moist,
right?
But it's different when you're aroused. So,
right.
But yeah,
right.
God,
right.
we're talking about it.
Right. And you're not always aroused. Arousal comes from foreplay, comes from that.
I used to have a man, if he pulled up, if I heard his car, I was like, ooh.
But he ignited something in you before, because once you met him and it was like, ooh, something that foreplay hit home, and he aroused your mind central, your mind. And
big time.
Right. Yeah. I used to have a boyfriend, and his voice was my turn on, because I'm an audible. As far as a sexual pleasure, I'm an audible. So the things that you say to me, how you say them, those are the things that turn me on. You can't touch me to turn me on. There's no physical turn on switch. But that's for men to figure out what turns their woman on, as well as she has to know what turns her on and be able to communicate that. I say all the time, I'm an audible. You got to play some music for me. You got to talk to me. You want me to get aroused there, just because my nipples are hard don't mean I'm aroused. No, that just means It's cold.
Exactly. Come on.
So yeah. But it's about knowing what you like, what you don't like. And part of that is knowing that when to say when I need lube, and not taking that as a negative aspect. Because I say this all the time, women need lube. Every woman needs to have some lube, and I get it all the time, just like Kimmy said, oh, I don't need no lube, I'm a faucet. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you okay, and I'm gonna explain.
Well, you may not need lube if it's a 7-minute session, but if you got a
7-minute session and a 2-minute man,
2-inch
man.
But if you got you a man that like to go, then
you will need lube.
Get you some lube.
And there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that. Men will tell you in a minute when they need what they need, but that's because they've been programmed and given the okay to verbally say what they want, need, desire. So we have to become programmed and able to vocally say what we want, need, and desire at any point given time.
Ty is lurking, so
but he don't want to talk on this subject.
No, I think he's about to get on.
Oh, okay.
Come on, Ty.
Don't be afraid of the waves.
We need to hear from
the Munzes. We got 3 of them, and none of them want to jump on. But okay, I talked to them too. I didn't give them the topic because I knew this would scare them away. But it's okay. We're doing just fine. Again, our purpose here is to educate, as well as to provoke thought.
And from last week's show, I think it's just important, men and women, to be honest about what you need in your sex life. If you want to be spanked, if you want to be gagged, if you want to, if you like big vaginas, if you got a toe fetish, if you be honest with your mate and let them know who you really are.
Right.
You don't have to go off and sneak and do things,
right. As well as
to be fulfilled. It's okay to get fulfilled at home.
Right. As
Right.
well as your sexual appetite will change.
No
So
doubt.
over the course of time, things that you thought, it's just like, kids with broccoli. They don't want to eat broccoli. I hated broccoli when I was younger, but right now, that's some of the delicious stuff.
I did too.
That
I
and
hated broccoli
Brussels
when I was
sprouts.
little, and I love broccoli now.
I know, right? So, you know, but it's okay. Your appetite will change. Things you like, things you experience will cause you to want to do different things. And the most important part is having a mate that will go there with you without judgment. Oh, you want to have anal? Well, are you gay? No. Just I want to experience this with you. I want only you. I can't feel
You
comfortable.
can't say you don't like something if you've never had it.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Be like, oh, you accidentally stubbed your finger in my butt while you was grabbing me and pulling me closer. That kind of felt good.
Well,
That's
thank
verbal
you.
communication. Because a lot of women, they say, oh, I don't do anal. Oh, no, I can't do anal. But have you ever had a finger in your anus while he's eating you out? Oh, yeah.
Mhm. See, that's all it takes, though. So for some people, I mean,
Right.
it's not my thing. It's not my thing. But I promise you, I'm gonna kiss it, lick it,
And you know
that
what?
little move.
You know
I'm
what?
cool with that.
It's crazy, but I go into the nursing homes and talk to them and do shows and stuff for them, and they're the most open and honest group. And they will tell you, I wish I had done this sooner, or I experienced this and I wish I would have done this sooner. They love anal.
I heard it going down in the nursing home.
Girl, do it.
I
Ain't
heard
nothing to have
that.
3 girlfriends. Dude have 3 girlfriends as long as he can take his Viagra and keep it up.
Child.
You up here talking, y'all up here talking about poly, girl, bye. They live an orgy life. I ain't finna play with y'all. I bet talk to y'all grandma. They honest. They honest. They ain't
I
got
think
no
that
hard
comes with
heart.
age because you just got less fucks to give the older you get. So it's
Look,
like,
I saw this meme. And this grandma was smiling, and the granddaughter asked her why she smiled. She said, "Because everybody here because I got fucked." And the fun part is it's so true. We are here because our grandma's grandma, our grandma's grandma.
getting it in that house dress.
Yeah, big mama. Yeah, right. It was getting it in, but the conversation I had on how you got it in.
Well, we
See?
having it on this show, yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna always give you open and honest dialect for you to tune in and have discussions of your own with us on a daily and regular basis. We're gonna keep it 100% real with you, so you can keep it 100% real with those that are around you. Okay. So yeah.
Yes.
We've been talking an hour and 30 minutes about this topic. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are I just do not know as much as I think I do. And every time you and look, and I'm not, and I know some things, but I know that every time we do something like this, you teach me something about myself that I just didn't know, about anatomy or, or what, the processes and, or how, where the areas are. Because I did not know until just now to think about internally my G spot being on the actual on the opposite side of the external part of me. Never ever thought that. Never thought about that.
Right.
So,
And
now I just want to kind of play around in there and see what is going on. I mean, what have I been missing?
Right.
All these years. I mean, men, if you're watching, literally, she just gave you a roadmap. To the pot of gold, because y'all don't know either.
Right.
I mean, that's why y'all want to beat it, and you don't even have to do all that work.
Right. Well, how about this one? What about eat it up? What about eating it up? Because, I mean, you think the concept of, I just want to eat it up, I don't want to eat it up. Well, in giving oral pleasure, the woman actually wants you to touch the clitoris. Now you have, they are going all the way here. You wasting time.
Yeah, just stay up top, right up there.
Up here. That's it.
Point it out. Right there. Here. Anybody watching? It's right there.
And
there.
And it's not this. No. Slow and steady wins the race.
Mm-hmm.
Slow and steady.
It feels like if this were full of water and then I squeezed it and then it just kind of rushes up and that's
right.
Really what it's like.
And mind you, take that top of water and put your little lips on it and suck it. You just suck it. That's it. Suck it. You don't eat it up. You don't have to eat it up.
Mm-hmm.
Suck it. All that other, that's for you. That's not for her. That's for you.
Mm-hmm.
I know TV gives us.
I mean, if you want to smear it all over your face, okay, I get it. But yeah,
that's what TV gives you. But that's not it. That's not it.
Bury your hand. What's the sensitive part on a penis?
The tip, the head of the underneath. Yeah, it's the perineum.
He's behind you. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta give him a demo. It's right here. This is the most sensitive part of a man's penis, which is called the perineum. The perineum. So that is equivalent to your penis, your clitoris, your clitoral head.
Mm-hmm.
If you've ever seen a diagram of a penis and a vagina, they're ultimately similar, except for this part is the clitoris. And this is the head of the penis. This is the head of the clitoris without the hood. The hood mm-hmm. would be all of the skin that you find on the shaft would be the hood of the clitoris. And then the tip of the clitoris is here. But it's not this. It's not all of this. It's here, the perineum. So if you lick that, if you lightly stroking that, that gives, a different sensation than if they are orgasming. Okay.
Well, what's going on down the shaft?
Okay, so the shaft hardens with, mm-hmm. The blood rushes, the penis hardens. All of this, the veins in it, it hardens. Underneath
that, I can feel a gland there or something.
Right. That is the glandular module that sends cum
mm-hmm.
to the surface. And it's the fact of like you're pushing something through a straw.
Mm-hmm.
And those vibrations is what gives the ejaculation such power. The ejaculation starts inside of the scrotum and inside of the body, not in the penis for a man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it starts in here and it skeets out here. Okay, so they have one orifice which they pee out of, as well as they ejaculate. Right.
Okay.
And it's the same concept. I don't know if you've ever.
Yeah, never mind. I had a question.
I don't know if you've ever seen a woman come. How it comes? It's the same concept as a man's penis head.
Mm-hmm.
It skeets out. It's small amount, but it does skeet out, and it is a milky substance.
Teacher. So when a woman squirts, what is that?
That's the clear fluid that's stored in your skin's gland. So that is it's an ejaculate. It's an ejaculate, but it is not it is not the it is not the not liquid. It's not the actual cum of a woman.
Mm-hmm.
So like men have pre-cum,
Mm-hmm.
women have pre-cum, which is stored in their skin's gland. Most women don't get that. If they come, they will come with the creamy, milky substance. I was blown away because I was doing a class and they showed a woman coming versus skeeting, and it was just like a light went off. Oh wow! Because a woman skeeting does not come out her orifice, that the vagina hole. You know, the skeet comes out of the same hole, you know, as the cum, as well as the urine comes out. So you would think that, okay, all of this would, you know, the sexual part of it would come out of the orifice that is being sexually stimulated. No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
It does.
It comes out of the same orifice that, you know, men's ejaculate come out, and the woman's ejaculate does look exactly like the man's ejaculate. Even though there's a sperm, the woman's is an ejaculate from an orgasm. So that's why it is a different feel from, you know, skeeting. Skeeting is a whole totally different, you know, the woman's body is just an amazing thing. And you can't tell, you know, you can't tell me that we shouldn't be leading the conversation on sex and pleasure, because there's so many keys to unlocking a woman's pleasure zones and pleasure sensors and the magical things that happen down there. You know, if you've never looked at it, that's just you know, like pulling the curtains open. But when you study it, you're like, wow, you know, all of this is not happening out of one orifice, and that big hole is for me to push a baby through. No, you know, the big hole just put, you know, that's where your secretions for your baby, as well as for that time of the month, comes from. But the other is where your pleasure senses are, which is, you know, men only focus on that big hole, that big opening, and nobody's teaching them that, hey, you gotta pay attention to that other orifice, because it also stores pleasure fluids as well, you know, to be able to excrete those. But yeah, if you ever go ahead.
Okay, so when a woman has an orgasm, is she secreting those same fluids that you secrete when during arousal?
For a man? Or are you talking about
when a woman, like when she actually has the climax?
Okay, so when she has, okay, so let's back up, because there is two types of climaxes. You have the internal and the external climax, right? Now, your internal climax, if your internal and external climax are being met, you will skeet, which is that excretion of fluid from your skin's gland. That's what will happen. You'll have the both of them that will excrete those with force. You do periodically, depending on how pleasurable the experience is, excrete, you know, during the course of intercourse from the skin's gland. Some women's skin's gland is bigger than the other, you know, that's why some are wetter than the other. No two bodies are the same with it. So there's not one answer for everyone, but it's just like, have you ever peed and then went to the doctor and they said, come go pee? You can't pee. Same concept. Once it's empty, it's empty. If you are a woman who has that orifice stimulated, the external, the internal stimulated, you ski, it's not pee. It is an actual different fluid. The fluid makeup is totally different than urine. It is not urine, but it is it's an excretion that your body stores, specifically for that pleasure moment, as well as to make sex be more pleasurable. Have you ever watched a porn where there's this milky, as they keep going, the woman has come, they keep going, and it turns into a milky substance. That's the woman's cum. That's the woman's erection excursion, for better, that's her product. A man's product is also milky. Let me say, so most men, once they ejaculate their final ejaculation, they can't keep going.
Right.
So you won't see theirs turn into this milky substance. But if you've watched porn and you've seen the milky substance, she has had an ejaculation. She has come. And that comes out of your skin's gland. There's another storage pocket. So again, I say the woman's body is such a miracle. And there are so many women that don't even experience one ejaculation. So I can imagine if one person hit that, they gonna be toe up from the floor up and following that person around for dear life, because it's something that they've never experienced. But a lot of women do not experience one ejaculation or one orgasm. It really is, but men,
there's some women out here having a whole lot of sex, never ever enjoying it to the fullest,
right? And they think they are enjoying it. That's the key. It's sex is really enjoyable. I love it. I've talked to like in my trial, in my business, I go to the strip and speak with the ladies of the night, and it will shock you how much they don't know about their own body, being that they are sex workers.
Right.
They're sex workers in the aspect of, I present my body and I have good conversation. Not in, this is pleasurable for me. You're being paid to pleasure someone else. So your pleasure is put on the back burner, and they are some of the most inexperienced that I found, which was really awe-shucking, because I was just like, how? I thought this was my thought.
They aren't in it for them.
Right.
They are in it for the man or whoever they're with.
Right. And that was something that I had to come to terms with. I was just like, my preconceptions of what it took to be a lady of the night was so skewed, in believing that these women are here and because they love sex. No, they love money. They need money. That's why they're there. So ergo, my business is taking me there to pretty much educate, so maybe make their life a little bit easier.
I mean, you can have a little fun too, I guess.
Well, yeah. I mean,
it don't have to be just about the money. It don't have to be just about them.
Right. And maybe they can be the orifice to pass it along and teach others, teach men that, hey, go home and pleasure your woman like this, or what have you, because men are the way that they are, because
right. I mean, if you're gonna do that, at least educate. At least know.
But you gotta realize, since the dawn of time, there has been ladies of the night. Mary Magdalene was a lady of the night. So, yeah, I mean, this miseducation goes a long way. And you have men that are constantly, they know how to have an orgasm. They know what it feels like. They know what it takes for them to, they have
it's hard for them.
Right. It's not hard for them to have an orgasm, because they know what it feels like. It's very easy for them, very difficult for women, because you have to take out the concept of pleasing that man or that mate and start pleasing yourself, you know? Yeah, that's my soapbox.
Okay. I mean, it's a good soapbox to be on. I mean, ladies.
Well, I'm here to
You
educate
should be ejaculating too.
Right. So listen, we got a handsome man in the background. You know, he love to come in on the end point, but we gonna get him in anyway. You know him, you love him. He is the Miss Teddy Bear himself, the entrepreneur, the man, the mogul. He is everybody's everything, Mr.
Yes.
Tyler.
Yo.
Hey.
Hi, Precious.
What's up, family? How y'all?
In forever, the busiest man. How you been, Ty? How you been?
I'm good. I'm hanging in there. How you guys doing?
Well, you don't look tired at all. You look.
He actually look really good.
I mean, you know what you do. I mean, what you got on? Tell us something.
You gonna make peanut butter? Come back in here.
Oh man, I miss you guys, man.
Miss you too. We gotta hang out again.
For sure.
Without you working.
For sure. Right.
We need to be on the beach somewhere next time, though.
Oh yeah.
I'm listening. I'm with it. Y'all say the words. We there.
I like the beach.
I love the beach.
And we're not talking about Galveston either.
No, we sure ain't. It's got to be pretty.
Yeah, I listen to the ocean at night. I put it on my headphones and I listen to the wave. I listen to the waves, and that's what I go to sleep to every night. Either that or like the rain sound, like the thunderstorm rain sound.
Oh yeah.
Well, look, it ain't nothing like having it right then, right there. Instead of listening to it on your headphones, you need to listen to it in real life and relax, relate, and release.
For sure. So what have I missed so far? I apologize.
Lord,
I know. How much have you heard?
I've heard. I heard ejaculation. That's all I heard.
You heard what? For real. Let me get in here. So our topic tonight is wetter is better, and that you can do it too. So we're saying that every woman needs lubrication. No matter what, they need lubrication. Because wetter sex is better sex. We've gone through some anatomy, and 9 out of 10 women say that they enjoy sex better when it's wetter. But they also say they've experienced painful pleasure moments, painful sex. They have throbbing after, swelling, irritation, and these are key elements that tell you, hey, you have trauma. We've also talked about men and having micro tears on their penis from not being,
lubricated.
Not being lubricated, as well as we've gone through how to lubricate.
So you've experienced that before?
Yeah, that rub there, that like it's like that rub burn. Yeah. That's when you're going too long, and it's and it's a little tight, but it feel good, but a little friction. It's called that friction burn. That's all.
Right.
It's that friction burn. Yeah.
Those are called micro tears. There's micro tears of the vaginal lining as well as on the penile shaft. But you can stop that with adding lubrication.
Yes.
Before you hit that, feels good, but it's tearing that part.
As a man, Ty, do you have a problem with lube in the bedroom?
No, I don't really have no problem with lube. I just never really seen okay, so here's my thing. As a man, like before we even go at it, I'm giving you head. It's like you should already be super wet. You should already have come. If not, you about to come. So lubrication when we actually have sex, lubrication should be the least of our problems, because I'm down there, I'm giving you head, you should already be prophylactic, should already be flowing, right? And if I time it just right, I should stop be able to penetrate right before you have that orgasm or right as your orgasm, and then that's producing extra, prophylactics and that nature, right? And then I'm a firm believer. Some people may not like it, but I'm a firm believer. In the middle of that, I'll stop and go back down and hit, and get it back right again. You know what I'm saying? And then come on back up top, slide it back up top. So I don't have no problem with that. So that's why I have no problem with the lube in the bedroom. But if you do it the right way and you handle your business and not be selfish, you should keep, she should be, primed and ready at all times.
But you wouldn't take offense to lube, would you?
No, I wouldn't take offense to lube. No, I wouldn't take offense to lube. Nah, not at all. Like, it's some men can, because they look at it as like, like, it's, what, am I not good enough? I don't get you going. You know what I mean? If that's, you know what I mean? But I feel like any woman, if you do it the right way, if you treat her the right way, how she need to be treated, her body naturally gonna produce it. Now, of course, sometimes, it ain't like it used to be, or sometimes it just don't come like it just, the juices just don't flow, and you gotta add a little bit. But if everything right on the up and up, outside of just anatomy and things just happening with just basic anatomy, if all of that checks out, then you just got to do it the right way for her. You know what I mean? You got to get her going. You got to get her the right way. And I feel like if you do that, you don't need no lube. You don't need it. It's there if you need it, but you shouldn't need it. You know what I mean? Outside of any anatomy issues going on, you shouldn't need it. She ain't got no anatomy issues going on. Her and Niagara is flowing like it should. Then you got to do it the right way, and that's how you keep it going. If she dries up, that's because either one, you taking too long, or she's out of it, and you missed your cue, you missed your boat. You know what I mean? And it's the truth. You know what I mean? It happens. You missed your boat. You know what I'm saying? And or you need to switch it up and get her back re-engaged into it. Because long sex, sometimes it's hard for a woman, especially a man, if he not switching it up, if he one pace the whole time, or it's the same shit all the time. Sometimes women are disengaged, then they're re-engaged or disengaged, so she'll dry up on you. You know what I mean? She'll dry up on you, but you got to keep her engaged and keep her going. Foreplay during sex, like a lot of people think that foreplay is just before sex, but the trick is to have foreplay during sex and in between sex.
And Miss Love, do you agree with that?
I agree with some. But like you said, the going up and going down, that's great. However, your body is mostly water, so you're producing a mostly water lubricant, in which it dries up quicker than a lubricated water-based lube would.
Absolutely.
Allowing you to have those rug burns, like you call them. So yeah, you need lube, because those rug burns are micro tears, which will could eventually lead to cancer, UTIs, STDs, STIs. So why risk it? Just use some lube, and you can go, stronger, longer, and it's good for both. It's good for both parties. Yeah. I agree with the constant stimulation and foreplay that needs to be had within the bedroom. I 100% agree with that. But like I was explaining to the ladies, that a woman's body Skene's gland is only 2 millimeters, and it holds the fluid that is needed to provide lubrication throughout the course of that moment. And it's like a man, once he comes, he needs time to get it back. Her body needs time to refuel that Skene's gland with the proper things that will lubricate. So going up, going down is great, but why not just use a little bit of lube,
yeah, for sure.
You were saying a lot, and I was like, yeah, I'm taking notes. Yeah, I'm taking and devil's advocate over there, because she know what we talked about. What we were saying is, just like those times, those moments that you've had the rug burns during the course of getting these rug burns, did you know you were getting them?
Yeah, I did. I did. I felt it. I felt it start to dry up. You know what I mean? And you want to, you know, you kind of, you don't want to keep it going because you sometimes when you're young and not as mature, you know, you keep going. Like, you know, it's like, oh, don't stop, just keep going, and it'll come, or you know, oh, almost there, don't stop. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and you young and you're immature, and that shit's not fun at the end of the day. And tomorrow, the next day, is not fun because that shit hurt. So, you know what I mean? And you know, depending on your situation, that shit rubbing in your jeans and you know, in your pants, that shit hurt. So, go ahead and avoid all of that.
And
you know what I
get
mean?
you some lube.
Yeah, if you need some lube, go ahead and get you some lube. You know
Love
what I'm
got
saying?
you all day.
And you know your partner too. You know what I'm saying? If this is a partner, you know her body. You know, I noticed I got, you know, I've had some experience where her natural prophylactics were thinner. You know what I mean? I have some experience with her natural prophylactics, so it's very, very, it's thicker. Yes, it's thicker. It's more lube. It's more lube consistent. You know what I mean? I do notice. Absolutely. Yep.
Which do you prefer?
Oh, I prefer the thicker.
Thin.
I like it thick. I like it thick. Yeah. I like it thick. I like it. You know what I mean? When it sounds like you stirring macaroni and cheese.
Macaroni in a pot.
Yeah. Yeah, a little of that.
Y'all so bad. So we did also talk about the difference between the types of ejaculations that women have. Have you ever experienced a woman skeeting and coming?
Yeah, definitely. I've always skeet, squirt. Yeah, you know, she's a shooter. Yeah, things of that nature. Like definitely, like even more so recently. Like I love when a woman never knew she was. You know what I mean? Like she never knew she had the capability to do that, and she does that, and it like fucks her head up. Like, oh my God, did I just pee? Like, I'm so sorry. No, you didn't pee, baby. You know, we just reached a new level. That's all. You know what I mean? I love it. Oh my God, that's just amazing. So, and then once I know that she can do that and she's capable of doing that, you know, you're not gonna get it every time, but that's my goal. Like my goal is every time I want to see it, and I want to see it. I love to watch it. You know what I mean? I love to watch it. So you get to that point, I'm down there doing my things, and that thing, you know, it start to swell up. The clitoris start to swell up. That lid start to swell up, and I know it's getting ready. I know it's getting ready to blow. I know it. I feel it, and then sure enough, it give you a little squirt, and then it just all out. Oh my God! I said, yeah, jackpot, we got it. You know what I mean?
So have you have you experienced this during oral or during intercourse?
Intercourse. So I've experienced it both. The first time I experienced it, it was oral during oral. Then I've experienced it in intercourse. I've experienced it that timing. So having oral and then going into intercourse, and then she squirts, and you can feel it. Sometimes you can feel it like squirt, like you can feel it on your pelvis, or you can feel it squirt on you.
Right, because sometimes it can't go projectile depending on
right, and it makes that like that kind of like a queef noise, almost like that suction noise. That's it. It's pushing out. So, and it's finding those little gaps of air on the side as it's pushing out. So that shit to me is the best in the world. That shit alone to make me come. So, you know, so your pleasure is my pleasure. I could be done after that. Like I'm coming with you for that one.
You coming with her?
Sure.
Where y'all going?
Oh yeah. To the moon, baby. To the moon and back.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
For sure.
So guys, we have done another show in which it's been pretty curiously amazing.
I love
And I
it.
think, we've done our job with educating the masses just on things you didn't know, and keeping the conversation open and honest dialect on experiences and life experiences. I want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight, as well as Peanut Butter for tuning in tonight and joining in tonight. Again, I cannot thank you guys enough for March, because this is the first show I've been on in March, and it's the 30th. So thank you, thank you,
You've
thank
been
you.
missed. Did we say
Yeah,
that?
I've missed y'all. I've missed y'all. It wasn't for lack of trying, but life happened. And I'll say again, Ty, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You held down things here like a pro. I watched the shows, and y'all kept me entertained and tuned in. The energy was amazing. And
Yeah, I
I
appreciate
appreciate
it.
you all.
It's that one down there. It's that one at the bottom of the screen with that beautiful smile, rocking that blue. That's the one. That's the one right
And
there. Her.
it was her fault. Okay.
It's her fault. It's her fault why it went good. It's her
It-
fault why it
Oh,
went
okay.
bad. It's her fault. So, no, but Deb did the damn thing. Deb was
Oh.
she did the damn thing. Deb, I'm telling you,
Well, look,
love. She
from
did the
what I
damn thing,
saw,
love.
it was both of you all. It wasn't just one set that was controlling the conversation or the dynamic. I appreciate you guys, because I know for a fact, trying to do this show, it is not an easy task. To do the
Right.
show, be on the show, it is not an easy task, and y'all made it effortless, as well as entertaining. So I can't thank you guys enough. I really can't. And again, it's one thing to be needed on the show, and it's one thing to be wanted. Y'all show me that I was not needed, and that in itself was an appreciation beyond means or words. And you show me that you are here because you love the show, and this is what you want to do, and nobody's forcing you to do it. It's not an obligation that you're here. So I do appreciate you guys, because again, nobody's getting paid to do this show.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
It's coming.
Well, we hope
It's
that
coming.
we do this show for free forever, but the other things that come of it will be something different. So
Right.
we are here for conversation, open dialect, and we appreciate the people who tune in on a regular basis to watch us and support us, who share our commentary, and just keep everyone engaged. We thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of our hearts, from Love's Passion, from Ty Bear, from Deb, from PB and J, Kurt, and Ovon, who couldn't be here tonight, but this was Love's Passion Chat, Wednesday Conversations, and we appreciate you beyond means. Thank you guys for tuning in. And this is going to be the end of our show today. Please tune in on Sunday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time here on Twitch, as well as simulcast on Facebook and YouTube. Again, please pray for the family of Aya Rosenborough. We are putting her to rest on Saturday here in Texas. And remember, if you are faced with a difficult situation, just leave. It's not worth your life. So thank you, thank you, thank you. This has been Love's Passion Chat. Y'all have a great night.